What's up people, Shinigami here. This should be the first review in a while, so yeah. I've recorded a few reviews before this, but it will basically be the first one I'm, well, uploading to YouTube again. So, how are y'all doing? So, why this card first? Because we got a few cards at once. Well, I think this one is the most interesting and most game-breaking one. Because I expect this card to come with a hefty price. I expect this to be one of the most expensive secrets in the set. This card is going to change Yu-Gi-Oh! Forever, non-clickbait. So, why is this card so great? Well, its materials are somewhat simple. It's, by the way, a Dark Spellcaster link. It requires 2 effect monsters, including a Pendulum monster, that's it. First of all, I don't like this Ignite, Metamorphose, Erasure. Those are 2 Pendulum decks I do like. That's fine. Now, one of the monsters can be anything, as long as the other Pendulum monster can use any cards to go into this. The second effect of this card is a once per turn. The first one is not, and that's huge. I'll explain why. If this card is linked summon to an extra monster zone, you can pay 1200 life points, that's quite a bit. Add a Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Yeah. After adding it to your hand, until the end of this turn, you cannot activate monster effects, also the effects of cards in your Pendulum zone and negate until you Pendulum summon. If this card is somehow interrupted, this restriction will not apply. And the materials are 2 effect monsters, including a Pendulum monster. This simply means, if you have an additional Pendulum extender, if they Ash this or Veil or Imperm it, you summon the extender, you go into another copy of Beyond the Pendulum. It literally enables you to search through hand traps and interrupts. Now, you get to search a Pendulum monster, like, what's it called again? The level 4 Pendulum Magician Trio that summons another Pendulum Magician from your deck. That's a great example of something you can search. Yeah, which is very great. Because after your Pendulum summon you can activate monster effects again, and that's really the only restriction here. Also, for some reason, there's a second effect. This card didn't need a second effect, but it's there. If 2 monsters with different original levels are Pendulum summoned at the same time with zones as card points to, which isn't that hard to do, by the way, you can target 2 cards on the field to destroy them. Now, it's not up to 2, so if your opponent only has 1 card, you're going to need to destroy one of your own cards. But then again, there are some cards that benefit from this. Think, what's its name again? Metamorphose Combination, for example. Now, 2 effect monsters, including a Pendulum monster, is extremely generic. And for some reason, this is a spellcaster. Meaning, if you have any other monster, you can then go into Selene. Selene, revive a monster, go to Access Code. Yeah, first you pop 2 cards with this, then go to Access Code, pop some more cards. This card is absolutely fucking nuts. It's great going first, it's great going second. Now, one theoretical way you can go into this monster, by the way, you don't actually have to play any real Pendulums in your deck. Go into Isolde. Use Isolde to first effect search or scale. Yes, you can summon the monster, really use the monster effects of the card you summon with, or search Isolde. But you can still scale it up. Summon a level 1 warrior theater from your deck with Isolde's effect. And considering how broken some of them are, you can probably plus from that summon. Go into Hulk. Hulk will summon something like Pendulum Odai Synchron or another tuner that's a Pendulum monster. They go into this, search your other scale, scale up. The tuner can now be Pendulum summoned from extra deck. I believe there should be a Pendulum tuner that can be summoned from extra deck. I believe Hello at worst case can do that. Use that to go into Selene, summon a monster from your grave, go to Access Code. Yeah, there's quite some ridiculous combo lines you can go with this. Now, there's a lot of Pendulum stuff you can probably do with this card. I'm not a Pendulum god, you'll have to ask Triff. He's gonna make a lot of content on this card for sure, so if you're a Pendulum fan, check him out. This card is insane. Usually when people say this card is insane, it's clickbait. No, this card truly is insane. Don't sleep on this card. Seriously. The future of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is looking bright and it's looking Pendulum colored. I'm so happy this card exists. Yes, I'm personally not the biggest Pendulum fan, but Pendulum fans got screwed for so long. They honestly deserve this, especially in the TCG. Although I'm also a bit scared. Pendulums already are a pretty decent deck. This will push them into a very disgusting place, possibly. So yeah, this card is going to be great. That's for sure. Also, only one of them, ironically enough, I think Triff also mentioned this. Yeah, I watched Triff's review as well. Theoretically, normal summon Kepler, search Dark Contact to the Gate, search Lamia. Lamia effects set Contact to the Gate to the grave, special summon it. I can go into this, theoretically. Kepler can be an engine for this in Pendulum decks, like Metal Foes, for example, that, you know, don't really run effect monsters. And Piri Reismap searches the Kepler. Granted, Piri Reismap might be a bad idea because it gets you to 4000, but then shield 1200, it's going to be really low in life points, but bloody love this card. Thank you, Konami, for doing Pendulum players justice. They deserved this. They really did deserve this. People might not like Pendulums personally. Hell, I'm a pretty big Pendulum hater. But even I admit, they needed this and they deserved it. I'm so happy for Pendulum players. Congratulations. Guys, hope you all have a beautiful day. Goodbye.